There we go. Okay, today wanting to essentially clean up the tile maps because my ground I've got like 4 different layers, but actually with tile maps you don't really want to have multiple layers like this, or at least you don't want multiple navigation layers. So maybe having a layer for like water is kind of okay, but also not really. So I think overall, what I probably want to do is maybe have at most 2 layers. I'd want to have my navigation layers, and then I'd want to have my obstacle layers, which will have the physics colliders. In fact, I could probably have the physics colliders on the on that same layer as well. So everything here should just be 1 layer. Now to do that, I need 1. No, I don't even need 1 sprite sheet actually. What I can probably do, so if I actually get rid of all these, because I don't need them. Yeah, I don't need them anymore, so... Oh. No, I know what my problem is. My sprite sheets don't really support this very well, because each of these... Where are they? So if I actually open up one of my sprite sheets, for example grass, all it is literally that. It doesn't have any interaction, or it doesn't have any connection with another type of terrain. And so when I place that tile down by itself, if this is only going to be a single layer, that's going to be a problem, because when I place down grass, like this for example, it leaves gaps, which should theoretically be filled by dirt or whatever. And then if I like add a dirt layer, so add that into the center, it's going to look like that, where the grass and the dirt aren't actually connecting because they don't see each other. So one thing to do would probably be to update my sprites, and actually that might be relatively easy to do in terms of actually yeah, so for example with my grass, I want to now name this grass and dirt, or grass dirt. And essentially what I'm wanting is to select everything, and then I want to exclude subtract from selection, layer grass dirt is locked. Ooh, yikes. That's not what I want. Undo that. Let's use the base layer. So subtract that. Each of these from that, and so when I go back to my grass dirt layer, what I can actually do is just straight up add dirt color to the grass so that it's all surrounded. This... Do I want that one? I don't know if I need that one. I'll keep it for now. Okay. And so same for dirt grass. I would so it's like I have a base color. So I've basically selected everything outside of these central parts. That allows me to paint outside of them. Yeah, and then I can spray. Let's have that at like 32. My beautiful grass texture. And a little bit of light. Too much. Cool. Save that. So I've got 2 layers, grass, dirt, dirt, grass. And I kind of want a 3rd layer as well. Or does that mean I need to make an obstacle grass and obstacle dirt, and then a dirt obstacle, grass obstacle? So I kind of need to make 4 almost. Does that sound right? Yeah, probably. So if I copy that, 1, copy 2, 3, 4. I'll bring these all the way to the end because why not? And okay, so obstacle dirt. That's just going to be brown. One thing I do want to figure out is a cohesive color palette. So that'll probably be one thing that I'll look into as well in the future. Obstacle grass. And so I want kind of that base green there. I don't want to view everything. I just want to see this layer. Cool. These 2 actually delete them. I want to copy the grass, dirt. Call that grass obstacle. Why do I have... what in the world? What is going on? Right, let me retry that. Base. So, marquee. Add to selection. Got that, and then bring in the wand, subtract that, 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 that. Those parts. Grass obstacle, I don't actually have a grey colour, do I? Where's the colour picker? There it is. Cool. So I want that grey. There we go. Close enough. Okay, cool. So that's the intersection between the grass and the obstacles. And last is the... Copy that, paste that. Bring that down. And that one is dirt obstacle. And again, why is my pencil not showing? Oh no, there it is. Cool, so that's my 4 sprite or terrain map, sprite layers, whatever you call them. Export those. So export as visible layers, selected frames. Dirt obstacle. Grass dirt. Export that. Grass obstacle. What else have we got? Obstacle dirt. And obstacle grass. So I should see each of those in there. Cool. So that's all the transitions. So Odyssey grass, grass dirt, grass obstacle, and then obstacle dirt, obstacle grass. Cool. So I need to make a single tile map using those there essentially. Oh crud, no, I don't want to instantiate a scene. I want to get rid of all of these tile maps. And I'm just going to turn that parent one into a single tile map. Change type. TileMapLayer. And so I can start setting up my tile sets. So, new tile set, and I'm going to bring in... Oh, no I don't. Hold on. No, don't delete the root. I want to set my tile set to 64 by 64. Now I can automatically create the tiles. That was the dirt, so that actually I don't want. dirt obstacle, grass dirt, grass obstacle. Actually, it's kind of, yeah. Obstacle dirt and obstacle grass. And I think I might actually bring in these standalone ones as well. So dirt, grass, and obstacle. So what that means is that when I go paint my properties now on each of these tile sets, so say I want to paint, I need my terrains, so terrain sets, I've got grass, so I've actually got 3 terrains now on this one tile map layer. Grass, dirt, and obstacle. Dirt is blue, obstacle can be green. So on the dirt grass, I actually will be using 2 different so when I'm painting the... Hold on. I still want to know what the difference between a terrain set and a terrain is, but we'll see. So dirt will be all of these, and it's this pattern there. Now, because this is dirt grass, I'm also going to paint grass onto this. And I want to see if this works. Cool, that's there, there, and there. Alright, and I'm also going to do grass. That's not grass, that's grass. Hey, okay, cool. So you can paint multiple terrains onto a tile set. Now, whether they interact or not is a question. Alright, so that is one fully kitted out terrain. Cool. I also want to add a navigation layer to this, so layer 1, for example. So navigation layer 0, and it's the full lot, so I can just apply that to all of them. Setup. I actually don't want to use this tile. So paint. Okay, so navigation layers are like that. Terrains are like that, where blue is dirt and red is grass. And I want to apply that to each of my tile sets, but for now I'll just go dirt, grass, and so 4 of them, I think, grass, dirt. So add navigation layer to this as well. Set up, don't need that node. Navigation on all of the grass dirt. Terrains will be on all of them. And I'm going to do the same here. So grass is the center. Yeah, that was, yep. And dirt, blue. There isn't a fill tool, unfortunately. Go back to the grass for this one. Going around. Cool. Ah, crud. Grass. Now if I select my setup and I look at this, so terrains, interesting. Wait, what happened to the insides of these? Did I just not paint them? So those are dirt. Cool. Dirt, grass, grass, dirt. Finally, grass and dirt standalones. Grass, dirt, I did add a navigation layer too, right? Yes, I did. Cool. Dirt can have a navigation layer, grass can have a navigation layer. And terrains, apply the terrain to all of them. This has basically just been a terrain slash tile set a week for me. Cool. And same with the grass, except this is the grass terrain. There we go. Okay, so theoretically, I think that's those tile sets set up. So if I go to terrains now, in my tile map, something's not showing. Tile map, terrain, select all layers. This is a problem. Patterns, tiles. So I can actually, yeah, so I can select the tiles, but can I select the terrain? Oh, there we go. What the? Why? Okay, so when I draw my grass tiles, they are like that. And then when I draw dirt, they kind of work. Sort of, Like, I've got some dirt and grass tiles showing up here. Oh, but it doesn't really know which one to show. So let's just do rectangle. Everything is grass, so it's only using the grass tiles. And then if I bring up dirt, there we go. Almost. Oh my gosh. It's kind of spazzing out a tiny bit. Okay, something is going wrong there. So for example, that's just using... That's not seeing that it's surrounded by grass. Why is that? Debug. That's interesting. So this is kind of switching between different dirt types. Yeah, okay. Oops. I don't know why that would be. So if I go to the tile set and I go to dirt grass, then it's currently looking at... Oh, I messed up my thing. Okay, so that's why that is messing up. So these two... Oh, these two are grass. There. Okay. So that one's just due to a mess up. So if I select dirt there, that fixes that. This one... So that's got dirt above, to the right. Okay, yeah, so that's got dirt all around it. Oh hey, did that actually fix most of it? Nice! So as I'm adding dirt now, it will actually change the tile sets around it to match with the grass. Perfect. As I add grass, it will do the same. Cool. Alright. So, time to create a terrain. Or, yeah. So that terrain is only using one layer. And now I do want to do the same for the obstacles. So, dirt grass, dirt obstacle is not set up. So, I'll set that up now. I don't want this as a thing. So essentially all I'm trying to do today is just clean up the project. And a part of that cleanup is making sure that my tile sets are actually not going to throw random errors, which they were doing in the last stream. Right at the end. Cool. And obstacle terrain. It would be nice to be able to copy and paste the kind of terrain pattern, or just be able to select like a default terrain pattern, which you can follow along as you're drawing. Overrode one of those nodes. Because this part, oh, that was grass. I want that to be dirt. This part kind of takes a while per sprite sheet. Grass obstacle. What have we got here? That's the corners tiles, or corner tiles. There, and there. And obstacle. That's not meant to be like that. Yeah, that's more correct. Now what I obviously don't have is I don't have tile sets that take into account 3 different terrains. Not going to worry about that at the moment. Heck, I probably shouldn't even be doing terrain sets so much, but they're so interesting. For me, anyway. Okay, there's that. Obstacle dirt. I don't want this tile. And one thing is I do want to get better at making things look better. Even if it's something as simple as that black and white game. Because she made that look really good. Overwrote one there. Grass. No, that was an obstacle. There we go. And I am missing one there. How's that pattern looking? Looks all good. Finally the obstacle set. And I think that's the last one. Thankfully this one I don't have to paint on the outsides because the outsides are just empty. Cool. Alright, and to the obstacles I also want to be adding not a navigation layer, I want to be adding a physics layer, but I don't have a physics layer yet, so let's add one. The physics layer, it will be collision layer 1, and oh, what have I got? So I've got general, I have ally, and I have, okay. Do I not have enemy? Edit layer names, general, ally, let's call it enemy. So the collision layer, it will be on 1, but it will be looking at 1, 2, and 3, I think. Actually, what if I don't look at 1, 2, and 3? I wonder what happens then. Physics layer. I want to be applying a physics layer to all of them. And then probably follow along. How do you actually... Ah, you'll do it in the setup. So you can paint or you can set it up. No? Okay, you'll be selecting it. Oh, hold on. No, that doesn't quite work. Oh well, I'll just keep painting. Can I like... No, not really. Those two. These two. These two, and last but not least, those two. Oh, no, that one's actually kind of a full collision layer. That's a corner. That one's in a bit. That one's full. And that one. Okay, so that's my physics layers. Now, my navigation layer should be on pretty much all of these. obstacle grass, so it should not be on there, definitely. Yep. I do want it on these. Do I want to kind of limit it? Should be fine, I think. Grass, dirt, dirt obstacle. So I do want navigation on these. And dirt grass. So that should actually be kind of my terrain setup, almost. So do some random dirt patches. Cool. And obstacles. Oh, whoa. Why did that mess up so badly? Why did the dirt work so well but the obstacles are not? So it's the obstacle grass that I'm having trouble with. Terrain. Oh, I don't have a terrain set for this one. So it's just using its best guess as to what terrain to use, which in this case is incorrect. That wasn't right. Got some grass patches there. Yep. That looks correct. And then grass is, again, just on the outside. Cool. Obstacle, dirt, obstacle, grass, dirt, grass, obstacle, grass, obstacle, grass, dirt, Dirt obstacle and dirt grass. Cool. Okay, so if I redraw this terrain here now, it should correctly, almost, it's kind of messing this one up. Why is it messing that up? Grass obstacle looks fine. Obstacle grass looks fine. Okay. Okay, it's still creating incorrect stuff. Why? So this one is meant to be connected 1, 2, so around essentially like that. Okay, let's just tile set obstacle grass. So it is. Ah, it's because it's interacting with the dirt. That's why. Because, yeah, it's getting 3 different nodes. Ah, kind of. Ah, wait, what? No, it's working fine now. What just happened? Oh my gosh. Wow, that is ugly, but it works. Okay, cool. Debug. View collision shapes. I'm not seeing any collision shapes. View navigation. Ah, that's just in the running project. Right. Save that. If I go back to Troy, does that... It does. If I run the game, Cyclops is all good. And I may have made too big an obstacle there. Cool. So he's going around that. That obstacle is way too big. Or at least I need to make it just a smaller one right there. And I am currently able to... Oh, okay. So I'm currently able to walk on those, but if I go collision mask, add that in. No. Cyclops can change path. That's good. Cool. Right, I don't have physics layers on these, I think is the problem. Physics layer. Yeah, okay. I'm just going to cheat and make it the physics layer cover the entire thing. Obstacle dirt. And obstacle does have a physics layer. Can I like copy this physics layer somehow? No. Doesn't look like I can copy the physics layers, which is unfortunate. I would like to be able to. Animation. Huh, there's a random start times option. Okay. But now I should be able to collide with these, and I can't go through them. Okay, cool. So that's all good. Now can the Cyclops reach me? He can. Nice. And now I'm stuck. Perfect. Okay, so that is tile sets kind of sorted. Now, did this matter? So if I didn't have the mask, okay, so it doesn't matter. But if I take the collision layer off, then I can go through it just fine. Cool. Now, if I select the enemy and I make his navigation agent go corridor funneled, this messes up whenever I have something like this, doesn't it? Yeah, it does. Okay, so it is definitely better to have it edge centered, because that way his navigation actually pulls him to the center of each navigation sprite, essentially. And that means that he can go around the corners much nicer. So that is good to know. Next step. What is my next step going to be? I think giving the enemy some form of attack. Actually, I don't need that to be a canvas. That can be just a straight up document. Let's say, or specifically Polyphemus. since that seems to be the initial one that I'm going with. So his whole storyline is that he starts barehanded, grabs a club, kills 14 soldiers in the course of the battle. Falls asleep due to the wine that he drank. Oh, actually, not able to actually hit anything. Or no, maybe not that part, but slow but strong. Low attack range is probably the main thing, because he starts without a club or without a weapon. Moderate attack damage. So this is kind of split into phases. Character has to collect the wine, or somehow need to I want to bring the wine drinking mechanic into it, so I think either the character has to collect like the wine amphoras around the cavern, and then whenever Polyphemus kind of takes enough damage, he'll sit there for a moment and just kind of lull back his head, and that's where you can kind of pour the wine into his mouth. it's definitely an odd way of fighting, but it could work. He has to collect the wine amphoras around the cavern while the men are fighting. When Polly takes enough damage, he sits for a breath with his mouth open and eye closed, pouring the wine into his mouth, kind of increases his drunkenness. Technically not accurate to the story, but kind of accurate to the story. Phase 2. Polyphemus, or attack range increased to be able to reach the soldiers surrounding him. Attacks will start killing the soldiers. Or start damaging the soldiers heavily. The whole aim is to blind him, I suppose, or no. Aim is to weaken him enough that he succumbs to the wine. Or to the sleep draft. And then why not? Phase 3. So I is stabbed while asleep. Maybe like a hiding phase. While he's talking with them. And then blinding or stealing the sheep from him. So phase 3, Polyphemus is blind, but sent into a mad rage. Gains a charge attack that has no defined direction, or is not aimed, but is deadly, I suppose. Aim to get the sheep out of the cave. I actually kind of like that. Maybe he doesn't have to collect the wine amphoras, but it's just a matter of damaging him enough that, yeah, this happens. So phase 1 should be relatively quick. Like a minute at most. Let's give this a time limit of maybe 3 to 4 minutes on average. These honestly might be way too long or way too short, I'm not entirely sure. And phase 3, 3 minutes on average. Okay. Time to give him an attack. Or actually, output. Cool. That's nicely that is nicely error-free. Now this actually, I keep losing track because it's called epic. I'm going to call it levels, I suppose. And then outside, I'm also going to create a new folder called terrains. Simple terrain, simple tile map, those can be removed. Path.gd, that can be removed for now, because actually let me get rid of other stuff first. Ground. And Troy. I'll rename that to Troy Terrain. Dirt icon navigation. Those 3 can go. Path can go. All of that but Troy can go into terrains. Close all, discard. Okay, how's my project actually looking in terms of organization. So I've got a sprite. Should I go into here? So I've got the A-Sprite folder, which has currently got Odyssey terrains. I've got characters, which has Odysseus and the player character script. Components, including the damage box. I still don't like the fact that this has a node configuration warning. But the problem is I can't add that shape until I've actually added it to the environment, so I don't think there's much I can do about that. So if I go to Odysseus, for example, or no, the enemy. No, what is it? It's a weapon. It's a weapon. So I've put the damage box there, and if I drag the damage box okay, it does still have the node configuration warning, so that is all good. Alright. Okay, I'm gonna end that there for now, I think. So, main thing for today was just kind of getting that terrain sorted out so that I don't have errors showing up. And that's actually working out alright now. Cool. Yep. Alright, catch you later.